Hello, so this is a 2 handicap game played on IGS between 7Q plus and 8Q, where white missed an opportunity to kill the group on the left side in the early stages of the game, but later on black also missed the chance to kill the group on the right side. So the game was won by black by 10.5, but it could have been a bigger margin. So let's check it out. White starts with a Hoshi, and that leads to simple Joseki compared to starting 3-4 or 5-3. But it doesn't matter so much, it's only the first move of the game. So this would be old school style of play. White can consider the C4 attach or just Tenuki. For example, R6 or even a Sansan invasion early in order to spread the stones much faster all over the board. Being a handicap game, white has to play a little more active. But it's only 2 handicaps, so very close to even game, therefore white is being patient. So very calm white defends the left side. Here white can think of a pincer like h17, and in case black invades the corner, white will go for the moyo on the left side. This is a basic Joseki to set up the moyo, especially when white has the middle side extension in place. So black decides to play a 2-space jump to the top. Here black can slide first and then extend back at J17. But also black can consider the Sansan invasion right away. White usually pushes and then turns, because white is interested in building the left side, obviously, with all the stones played there already. So like this, white keeps center and then he can play away. Now with this move playing in the top, black is actually waiting to see whether to slide the D18 or invade Sansan later in the game. But the thing is, white can play a kick, and that will kind of refute black plans to go into the corner. It's good for white to move away and play in the open places, so this Kakar is good directional play. Black could pincer tight instead, R8. That's a more common pincer. Puts more pressure on white, and white has to decide whether to go in the corner or jump out or try a double approach, and then black ends up center, so simply protect another corner or defend the lower left and then prepare the invasion at c8. But it's a fine idea for black to think about the pincer, so he's playing a bit more aggressive. Now for white it's more interesting to play a double approach instead of the slide. Also Sansan invasion is still available, but here black again will block on the right side because black already has the extension on the right side, so it makes sense to set up the moyo where he's got more potential. So if white plays a double approach, black has 3 options here. The most simple one is to go out with a Kosumi, but this is not played so often nowadays. One of the attach moves, it's an option, either like this or the other way. So white can hane, then jump in the corner. This way black will go for the right side again because of the middle side extension on the right. So in this case white can attach R4 and try to fix the right side, in which case black will switch to the bottom, so it's also okay. And let's check the other attach. Now if this happens, black can choose to play Q6 attach, so we have a very modern Joseki. And when white connects S2, black doesn't have to extend on the right side anymore because he already played Q10. Normally black has to finish the Joseki by playing Q9 or R9. So in this case it's no need because Q10 is already there. So black can grab another big point somewhere else. Playing the slide makes white a bit over concentrated because white cannot really extend ideal on the right side anymore. And instead of playing the 2-space jump, white should just consider a 1-space jump. Now the position is a bit different with black being at Q10. So when white goes all the way to R9, black is very happy to block R10. In which case white should go up or descent in order to keep the base safe on the right. But this is already quite comfortable for black. So I decided to play away. Well, this is a bit too much because the right side doesn't really have a base, so black can honey right away. Then push along, play a peep, and just surround the entire group. White can leave, but it's very painful to make a life like this in Gote, only 3-4 points, and then black can take care of the top group. So it's actually good timing for black to remove the base and punish white right away. This kick is also good locally and extend back to q14 because now white is forced to play an extension which gives him a pretty cramp formation in the top. This slide is most likely Sente, it was, but in this case white can play away to fix the right side because it's more urgent to secure the base, so when black invades the corner, white can ignore again and just play honey in the head of 2 stones. And if black defends one time, either with no B or Hane, white can fix the right side. This Hane and connect create some cutting points, so black will connect solid here, or maybe just hanging connection at R12 to secure the right side even more. But then white has time to come back and protect in the top left corner. So the urgent place on the board right now for both black and white, it's actually the place around S9, Q9. Black can also consider R8. Then when white goes down, cover, white has to crawl on the second line and it's also painful. So black played away instead of attacking on the right, which actually gives white a chance to fix, but it took some time. So white kinda desperately invades the bottom. Now this move can't extend to the left or right because black has stones in both directions. So the only option for white is to go out into the middle. But black can just leave it and start the attack on the right side. Because if white struggles to leave on the right, like the previous variation, black gets strong on the right side and then can easily attack J3 and push it into the right, where black is strong. The cap move, it's a nice idea to use when attacking a weak stone like this. It's okay, it's also a good idea to try to expand the eye space. Now white can play the other attach, L3, then Hane once, Hane again, and then one of the attaches, either here or here. Locally, white can also consider H2, so I can already leave on the bottom side. Now this attach is an option to try to sacrifice one stone in order to go out. Black should cut right away. Then Atari from above, connect. White is willing to sacrifice a few stones just to go out. Maybe attach here to make a sabaki. Normally this kind of shape for ice, but attach and then go out. But in this case, black just captures 2 stones in a net. So black gets strong in the middle and white is still pretty much on the run. Playing the Nobi, it's a bit too soft because now white can just make shape to come out into the center. Now instead of this kick, which gives white an ideal shape on the left side, black should attach on top like d6 and then either Nobi or Hane. So when black Nobi, if white comes out with the bottom group which is in danger, black can simply block the left side, and now when white connects, white is a little bit over concentrated on the left side. Now his 2 stones are too close to the extension, so it's more narrow compared to the original game where we have the kick. And now the shape is quite ideal because white has the extension 3 spaces away. So black should find ways to lean on the left side in order to surround the bottom group. Now if white simply goes in the corner like this or like this, black can already surround the bottom group. Now this group has to survive somehow. It's still a little bit of a struggle. Then how to leave? Not easy. Park. ko. This can be very dangerous. It's a ko to kill everything. Wow. So that's the fighting spirit. Attach d6. Also the hane is an option, so when white cuts, black connects. Now if white goes out to save his group on the bottom, black captures the stone on the left side and it gives him a lot of profit in the corner. Now if white defends the left side, black will capture the stone in the middle and the group again it's on the run. Needs some moves around here to set up a base, but it's tough being so crowded. So this kind of move gives white a chance to escape and also build a lot on the left side. Now again, black should think about removing the base on the right side. This move it's a bit soft, it's like showing the intention that next something dangerous will happen on the right side, but white can just connect, defend. And white managed to secure the base in center. That's fine too. This move, it's not really necessary. Normally white should just play a one space jump. This is a proper defense. Nice defense by black to keep everything connected on the bottom and build all this area. The jump is proper too. And now black kind of desperately invades the left side. This can be a little bit too much. Normally black should think about hane and connect, because for white it's centered to descend at b6, and this move prepares the clamp at b8, so white will probably protect at c8, and then black should attack the top group in order to get into the center and reduce all the potential that white has in this area. The invasion can be a little bit risky, and white had a chance to kill that group, but that's because white has the center move to descend at b6 to threaten the corner. So first of all, black should kema b14 in order to expand towards the top. Now if white simply blocks like this, black can kema again and there's enough space to create twice. If white blocks, black can go up and then extend with a kema. Now when white goes down, black can just play b4 in order to give less forcey moves to white locally, because if black blocks, white can hane, connect, everything is center, then go for the kill on the left side. So back to the original game. Now black played the game on this direction, white went down. It's still safer to play b4, but the thing is, white can already play b13 and pull back, and now black doesn't have enough space to create twice. There is no way to harm the groups on the outside, and when black plays moves like this, it's not enough space to create twice. This is actually a bulky 5 formation and the group just dies. So black defends this way, white missed the chance to kill right away with b13. Playing like this, it's a bit tougher to kill, because now black got more leaving space on the side. This move is fine. In fact, black can already play here, because if white wants to go for the kill, white has to play b11, then push, and then reduce the space, try to force the eye on the left side from a8, but here black can push and then Atari. So now when white takes away the eye, black can connect under. If white connects, either like this or like this, black can take, then make twice. And now of course it's gonna be a little bit dangerous in the corner, but here black can sacrifice 2 stones and stay alive. This will be alive. So white went down, and now black has enough room to make twice, and white doesn't really compensate so much in the corner. This is a proper defense b3, but here black doesn't have to descend. Block is better, and then c2 to build more points. Because this way white will push again, and in the end black still added another move to stay alive. But actually this is not necessary, the group is alive already, so black can play away. If white plays around here, black can still live. For example, bump on, on this move, push, Atari, and black has two eyes without even playing. So play away again. But in the end, black got a smaller life and gote. This jump is good, nice shape. But the connection, it's an empty triangle. So locally, black can play the bamboo or go up. Because playing the nobi will reduce a lot the potential in the center. When white jumps here to increase the middle, black can jump from the top. If white plays moves in the top, like this, black can come from the center. So locally it's better to play the nobi. Also when white plays the push to capture two stones, black can just ignore and give up the two stones. They are not so important anymore. Of course black can also connect, but in order to keep center it's okay to sacrifice a couple of stones. So playing like this, white can hane and black needs to play nobi to prevent the Atari. But if black plays the nobi, the bamboo connection, on the hane, black can also hane. And then white has to go up and black has time to jump from the top. So playing the bamboo connection, it's already superior to k6, which is also an empty triangle and bad looking shape. So white had to play the hane, black nobi, and then the forcey moves in the top in order to build a large center. Alright, so white jumps, black jumps a little bit too deep. It's better to stay connected, so play a one space jump from the top, seems safer. Also keima to put some pressure on white's group and then jump again. And this way black keeps connected to the top group and also reduces the middle. In the end, white doesn't build so much in the center. It's only something like 12 to 15 points here. But in the actual game, white build a lot in the middle. So playing a move like this is very risky because white has forcing moves against the top group. And then when black comes out, white can get some profit attacking the top and still attack the thin stones in the middle quite severe. Because playing in the top first will give white a nice wall. So that's preparation. I can actually hane right away. So he cut and went for the top stone. Well, good enough. Black stays connected and Tesuji to remove the base. Well, in fact, in the top, black can just play one speed jump. He's connected to the right and it's fine. Like this, black removes the base in two moves. White should come out with a keima, trying to expand the eye space and also look for a way to connect in the middle. This was a bit more dangerous. So, in this position, black can think about the cut to create more agi in the center and then come out with a keima. So now the point is to surround the top at a14 or come out at j11. So this creates miai. When white protects here, black encloses the top and kills everything. If white comes out, black can push and push along and push again. And this will be already a success for black. So playing from the top side where black is very strong, it's actually inviting white out into the middle. And it's better to attack from the center, from the top left group, because that's a little weaker in this position. So here, black didn't profit so much. I mean, only expanded the right side with like 10 points. That's important. Stay alive in the top left corner. Good idea to keep everything safe here. White can still push a g17 and cut, so black has to play a move around here to protect against the cut. I mean, if white pushes here and cuts inside, when black captures a stone, white takes the 5 stones in the top. And if black connects on the right side, white can capture 1 stone and black is forced to connect under, which is painful. And now white also has this Tsuji in the corner. Throw in once where it's a ko. But let's see some ko threat. And then no B in the corner. So everything it's in danger now. Alright, just block. Black it's alive. In this area, white played a little risky. It's much safer to play Kosumi and stay alive on the right side. So black turns, very good, then separates. Oh, and this became troublesome for white. So white should just block and stay alive. Now white should just no B. And if Atari, connect, push, connect on Atari under, and then go out to connect in the center or create a second eye. Oops, no B and push. So like this, white has an eye on the side and an eye in the middle. But in the actual game, black cut, that's a very good decision. And here, white could leave by playing this move. So even if wedge and Atari and throw in, white has enough space for 2 eyes. But playing this move, black can already just Atari directly T8. Now when white connects, double Atari, and it's done. So white has to give those stones away, but then it's not enough space for 2 eyes. Dead. All over. Now with this move, white can fight a ko, but he can still lose those guys. So if white plays Atari here, well, black can go down, but black can already play Atari and capture the stones. This is enough to win the game. To win the game big actually, because black won anyway. So black has this Atari, but capture here will kill everything. Normally. The throw-in is no need. So right now, white has only 1 eye on the side. Black should go out, accept all these Ataris, no problem. And then when white plays T8, the group is still dead. Because it's MI between T4, T5 and T3. So when T3, throw in, no eyes. And when T5, throw in T3. Again, these are false eyes, T7, and if white captures here, black will play away again, because T3 is also false eye. So black didn't have to play T3 to try to force the eye that's actually already false. So simply go out and game it's over. All this group died, so white has to resign now. Throw in, and instead of connecting this way, black should surround everything because the group is still dead. Now P9 it's a false eye. If white plays no Tetsuji, black captures. If white plays the Hane threatening the stones on the right side, black can bamboo. On the P, black can connect. Push, bump. There is no way to create another eye around here. So white has only 1 eye. Again, the group is completely dead. Therefore, this kind of move was soft. So white managed to escape and also capture a few extra stones in the middle. Instead of being dead on like half board, white got this profit in the center. So that was a lucky escape. And that made the game closer. No more Aji in that area. Here it's more interesting for black to play Hane and connect, so white has to protect like this. Otherwise, white played the move in cente. Black needs to connect, and it's okay to connect solid. If black doesn't connect, let's say Atari this, and white protects again, then black plays away. White can cut, Atari like this, and capture in a net. So it's necessary to add another move to secure the lower side. Ah, nice catch. Good decision for black to go for the step back on the right side. Proper move to keep the eye shape on the left. Then some center moves here. Black can actually Atari and connect like this. Because now when white protects the center, black will Atari, then play the key point, and white has a big problem. And if white protects the bottom to stay alive like this or like this, or maybe double up, black can turn, then Hane, connect, and just damage the center. Oops, that's a problem too. Cut and kill everything. So in fact, white doesn't have time to protect the core. That's a lot of damage in the center. So again, the gap becomes bigger. This is not so much profit for black. But already black is way ahead, so 10 points is good enough to win a game. Comfortable. No more surprises from here on. Uh-oh. This capture is no need because it's a snapback anyway, so it's -1 point. I mean, black can play away. If white plays t4, black captures back everything. So it's a waste. And that was it. So we have to remember from this game a little bit of a life and death situation on the left side, then the life and death on the right side. And also the way of using the AG in the lower area towards the end. Enjoy the review.